This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. If you enjoy hustling with Rolex watches to make a fast profit, you may want to reconsider and pause for a moment. For far too long, the detrimental practice of employing questionable methods to acquire and resell coveted timepieces, perpetually leaving them inaccessible to countless genuine enthusiasts who would genuinely appreciate and value them, has had a detrimental impact on our cherished hobby. In this video brought to you by the luxury world, we will about to explain why the once trendy hustle of flipping Rolexes, which used to be the coolest thing in town, is now experiencing a decline. We're going to share all the specifics about this era of ultra-luxurious watches that you will want to take advantage of. Stick around until the end, and you will discover Rolex flipping the script on the underlying factors that are transforming the game. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, we invite you to do so now to stay updated on our upcoming videos. You have heard of Rolex flipping, right? That is when individuals snatch up those exceptionally fancy Rolex watches, especially the rare or highly sought-after ones, and then swiftly sell them for a substantial profit. It is comparable to transforming a sleek timepiece into a lucrative magic trick. This entire practice of buying and selling Rolex watches for profit has been incredibly popular recently. However, things are evolving rapidly, and the Rolex flipping scene may not be as stable as it once seemed. Let us dissect it into three main points, shall we? Firstly, we will rewind a clock and explore how Rolex flipping initially gained momentum and became a widespread phenomenon. Then, we will focus on the current market trends. Significant changes are occurring, suggesting that the flipping era might be coming to an end. But fear not, we will delve into the specific factors driving this transformation. Lastly, we will speculate on whether flipping might resurface but in a different form. Additionally, we will contemplate whether flippers are calling it quits for good. Exemplary craftsmanship of this caliber is like displaying one's elite status, and some individuals were so keen to highlight their wealth that they were prepared to pay above the official price just to acquire one as quickly as possible. You have heard about how the pandemic disrupted everything, particularly concerning watch prices. With everyone stuck at home, online shopping has become the go-to pastime, and luxury items, led by Rolex watches, have taken center stage. There has been an unprecedented surge in demand for these exquisite timepieces. Rolex is synonymous with luxury. The landscape is shifting as interest rates rise to address the soaring prices across the board. This financial adjustment could potentially disrupt the high-end watch market, prompting buyers to reconsider their spending habits. While there have been some recent advancements, there is still plenty to untangle to restore equilibrium. Naturally, the prices of luxury watches are also feeling the pressure. You know the saying, what goes up must come down, and that is the prevailing mantra now. However, there is more to this narrative. Let us delve into the concept of price, which plays a significant role in understanding the dynamics of Rolex flipping. Let us talk also about arbitrage, which is a complex term that holds the key to decoding recent market trends. Arbitrage revolves around exploiting price differentials to turn a profit. Picture snagging an item for a bargain in one location and selling it for a higher price elsewhere. If executed skillfully, it is a low-risk, high-reward endeavor. Interestingly, this concept aligns perfectly with the pandemic's impact on Rolex sales. During the pandemic, Rolex watches were available through two channels, the official store and the resale market. Despite originating from the same source, they presented differing price points. This discrepancy created an enticing opportunity for arbitrage. As the pandemic unfolded, the price gaps between these markets became glaringly apparent, beckoning opportunistic individuals to capitalize on them. Consequently, more players entered the Rolex flipping arena, amplifying competition and causing price fluctuations. While this presented an enticing opportunity for easy profit, it also intensified competition and squeezed profit margins. Imagine this scenario. You purchase a pristine Rolex at the standard retail price, only to realize its higher resale value in the secondary market. With eager buyers clamoring for these coveted timepieces, flipping it for a profit seems like a no-brainer. Consequently, the allure of easy money attracted a flood of participants, all vying for a slice of the lucrative Rolex flipping pie. Even before the pandemic, acquiring a Rolex was not exactly a walk in the park. Rolex strategically keeps certain models rare, generating unparalleled hype with limited supply and high demand. Then, when the pandemic hit, Rolex had to pause production for a while to ensure everyone's safety. Surprisingly, this temporary halt only intensified the market frenzy even further. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Well, that is the driving force behind this entire Rolex craze. Some buyers view Rolex watches as more than just accessories. They see them as investment opportunities. Certain models can become veritable gold mines over time, particularly if they become rare or highly sought after. Moreover, the internet has made it incredibly easy for watch flippers to connect with potential buyers worldwide, amplifying the reach and potential profits. But let us delve even deeper into the rabbit hole. The real game changer here is the low interest rates. When the pandemic hit, major banks slashed interest rates to stimulate the economy. While it may have seemed like a noble move, it set off a chain reaction across various markets, including the luxury watch scene. Lower interest rates spurred consumer spending, and suddenly, the demand for luxury watches, including Rolex, soared. It is like a financial whirlwind, with Rolex positioned right in the eye of the storm. Some buyers are opting for a more cautious approach. Rather than splurging significant extra funds above the retail price, they prefer to play it safe by purchasing their watches directly from authorized sellers. The excitement surrounding this market had people eagerly lining up for their chance to buy. However, unexpectedly, Rolex prices began to plummet, turning what was once a reliable endeavor in flipping Rolex watches into a more uncertain prospect. There is now a risk of ending up at a loss rather than making a profit. This shift has even prompted resolute collectors to pause and reconsider their purchasing habits. What is particularly concerning is that Rolex prices are declining rapidly, even in the absence of a severe economic downturn. The fear is that if the economy does take a nosedive, these prices could plummet even further, dissuading individuals from engaging in Rolex flipping for the long term. Adding to the complexity, authorized dealers are stepping in to curb flipping activities. These dealers, considered the gatekeepers of the Rolex market, are implementing stricter purchasing policies to ensure that watches are sold to genuine enthusiasts rather than opportunistic flippers looking to make a quick profit. This marks a shift in the era of snagging multiple Rolex watches for resale. The practice of purchasing multiple watches at once and flipping them for a substantial profit may be nearing its end. The recent actions taken by authorized dealers introduce a new level of complexity to the Rolex flipping game, signaling that the days of easy profits may be ending. Overall, the future of the market appears uncertain, and those considering entering the flipping game are proceeding with extra caution. Time has significantly impacted the Rolex flipping scene, with numerous factors contributing to its evolution. From Rolex producing fewer watches to shifts in consumer preferences, economic fluctuations, and changes in shopping habits, there are numerous variables at play. While flipping watches was once close to discovering treasure, the landscape has shifted due to fluctuating prices and an unpredictable atmosphere. This uncertainty has led potential flippers to exercise greater caution before diving into the business, and it seems like the road ahead may have reached a dead end. Now, the burning question is, did any of these revelations about the changing dynamics of Rolex flipping catch you by surprise? Which aspect left you nodding in agreement, and which left you scratching your head in disbelief? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Thank you for watching The Luxury World, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.